Okay, so we had a technical difficulty. Can you just hold it like this, not like that? And for some reason it shut off. But what I was saying is we were using salt and pepper on the veal, just in case you missed the first part of this. We're not doing it live, thank goodness. But anyways, so the veals, I cut them into little pieces once again, and I salt and peppered them. And that's what I'm doing, just putting a little bit of pepper and salt on them. And then trying to get all the pieces there the best I can. Okay, and next thing you know, I'm going to turn on the barbecue, which is fantastic. James just bought this barbecue, I'm so excited for it. And it's beautiful. This is my beautiful Tupperware pan. I'm going to heat that up, and we're going to put some butter in that pan and get it going. Here's some butter, and I think I need a knife because, oh no, I got it. So I'm just going to put a whole bunch of butter in there. That's what I'm going to do. And the nice thing about this Tupperware spatula is so fantastic. This Tupperware pan is nothing sticks to it. Everything cooks beautiful in it. I don't know if you want to take a closer look, James. And we're going to saute the veal to start off. And so what we're going to do is you're going to actually wait for that butter to melt. And in the meantime, what I'm doing is I'm just flouring the veal pieces like this. I'm putting them over here. I don't know if you're looking at that, James, where I'm putting them. I'm just putting them in a dish here. And I'm just getting them ready. And pretty easy stuff. This is just regular flour. I'm sure you can use other flours if you are sensitive, gluten-free, almond, chickpea. I'm sure you could use other flours. When I'm cooking for my husband and I, we're not gluten-free sensitive, so I use regular flour. I find that it binds a little bit better for this recipe. Pieces out of there. And so then what we're going to do is we're just going to do a fast fry on these. We're going to fry them about a minute, literally a minute on each side. And then we're going to put them in that casserole just as a holding dish. And did you take a picture of my beautiful apron from Italia?
Oh, yeah.
Calabria.
Yep.
Nice, eh?
Very nice.
And if I was the old Italian Pasquale cook, I'd be sipping on my wine right now, you know?
You would be.
But it's too early in the day for me. So that butter's melting nice now. You see that? Beautiful. And we're going to start just frying them. We're just going to put them right in the pan there, and I don't think it's quite ready yet, so I just did like a tester one. I'm doing quite a bit like that. I took a picture of what I started off with, and I'll show you after. I'll post it, the picture. But it was literally not a huge package, but look how much meat we got out of this. So this is quite a bit, and the package was like $10, and so that's a great cheap meal for lots of people. And you can make nice little sandwiches with it. You could cook some nice asparagus and vegetables on the side, and or you can eat it by itself, you know. So it's a traditional Veal scallopini. And I joke around about my munch cake friends because they always want me to cook, my Canadian friends. And so I've been doing this a little bit at a time, and I decided today to get a little bit more professional at it, a little bit more, do one whole video, put it on YouTube for them. Before I was sending them in little snippets, step by step. So I think this is kind of fun now that I can just do it this way. And I got James here today, so he's helping me out. So that's it. That's the veal all done there. So now I'm just gonna scoop off this extra flour, and we're looking at that veal there. I don't know if you can take a nice picture there, James, over top. And basically it's just going to be like a fast fry like this. Basically that's it. So We're going to do a little fast fry on the meat, and once it's done, we're going to put them in this casserole, and that's it. So here you go. And we're just going to pause right now, and I'm going to pause, and then we'll be right back after we fry a few more. So basically it's this little saute, and then they're going to go in there for holding, and we'll get started again. So give me 1 second. We're going to pause. It's okay, you can take over, James. Okay, so James was taking over there a little bit. So basically this is what it's looking like, and just give me a second. Can you answer this? Okay. It's not hot. There we go. And just a quick fry, and then back into the casserole. This is what we're doing here. And back and forth, and just stirring these up. I went in to get a little bit more butter because obviously it's just soaking it up with the flour, right? And it doesn't have to be overly cooked at this point, because at this point you're still going to be cooking it some more, right? Because we're not done yet. So it's just a quick fry to get that flour. James is going to put the lid back on there, and we're going to continue to cook this beautiful meat up. And I'm really excited. So you want the heat on quite high, because it really just want to do a quick fast fry. So I had to add a little bit more butter, and we're just going to keep adding butter as we need it. Sorry, I'm moving the camera there, and it's kind of windy here right now because I'm outside, but that's kind of what we're doing. And we're just about done all of these, and working around this. So yeah, we're just frying it all up. But I didn't realize how much butter I needed, because it's actually soaking up the from the flour. It's just sucking it right up, which is okay. It's just gonna be more flavorful. Now, you don't have to use butter. You can use vegan margarine, whatever you want. I wouldn't recommend oil. I think that the binding's a little bit better with the margarine or the butter. I use butter just because I don't usually use butter, but I thought, oh, let's just, the recipe does call for butter. Back in the day, we didn't really use a lot of margarine, and it is much more flavorful. So basically, that's what we're doing. And of course, you gotta, we're outside. Hang on, I'm trying to turn my screen around. It's not turning. Oh my gosh. I wanted to show you, I'm gonna have a sip of my beautiful coffee now. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I've got James getting some music on, and it won't turn the screen around. Oh well. Anyways, so that's cooking up really nicely now, and you can see that they're piling up, and they're just beautiful. These are just lovely pieces of meat that Adriana picked out for us, and like I said, there's a little bit of pink on that one. It's okay, because we're still going to be cooking away, so not a big deal at this point. And these are the last few pieces that we're doing. Yep, James is going to put the lid on there. Very good, honey. My assistant. Of course, it's funny because James was a chef, and I'm the one who's doing the cooking class, which is funny. One day we're going to get him to do it, and I'm going to videotape him doing something. What would you do, James?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? So we're just going to make some room for the last little guy there. Sorry about the wind, guys. Yep. Beautiful. It's going to be lovely. So the next step after this, I might as well talk about it, is we're going to put some more butter in here, and we're going to take the mushrooms, we're going to saute the mushrooms with some parsley and flour and wine and salt and pepper, and then we're going to throw them all together. So we're going to add a lot more butter. So it's not a Weight Watchers recipe by any means. I mean, like I said, if you want to reduce the calories, you could use some lower calorie type margarines. They would work fine, guys. They would absolutely work fine. So whatever you have, And again, if you wanted to change the flour, you can. But to get the full flavor, it's like this. And so we got some music going. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yep, lovely neighborhood. There's my hubby watching and supervising me. We got our herbs going. Good stuff. Just a quick fry on these guys. I'm going to need a little bit more, I think, on that. I can't wait for these lovely herbs to come out. I'm going to plant some more this year, for sure. Especially that we're home with the coronavirus thing. It's so sad. There's so many sad situations out in the world, and I hope that this cooking little demonstration brings some joy for all of you, just to do something different and learn something different, you know. It's kind of exciting, you know. So we could change that again. Thank you. Okay, and that's it for the meat. And now we're going to do the mushrooms, and I'm really excited about that. James gonna put the lid on there. Put the lid on there, honey. Great, and I'll give you the camera just to hold it from underneath. Thank you. So we're gonna add some more butter. You could add olive oil if you wanted. I'm choosing to do the butter routine. And we're gonna add these beautiful mushrooms into the pile, just like that. And yeah, there's water in there. It's okay, because we're gonna be able to use that water. And we're gonna add some parsley. We're gonna add a fair bit of parsley. I like parsley. And we're gonna add a little bit of salt. And we're definitely gonna add some pepper. And we're gonna add right now a little bit of white wine. This is my beautiful white wine here. And just to get it going, just gonna add a little splash. You know, like I said, being Italian, I don't really measure anything. But roughly, this was about 2 cups of mushrooms and a couple of tablespoons of parsley. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you bring it closer, honey? A couple of tablespoons of parsley. You could add garlic to it. I didn't add garlic, but definitely garlic would be fantastic in here. Butter and salt and pepper. That's it, guys. And then we're going to saute these mushrooms. And once we saute these mushrooms, and they're almost you know, cooked, then what we're going to do is we're going to add the veal back in here. And we're going to add a little bit more wine, and then we're going to add a little bit more flour to make it more of a creamier type sauce. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to just put the lid on for a bit, let those mushrooms saute a bit just to get it going, and we're going to pause it for a little bit, and I'm going to have a little sip of my coffee that my husband made me. Yum yum. And it's so windy.
It is. It's a nice day.
So we'll just wait for those mushrooms to cook, and we'll get started again. Okay, so we'll check on these guys, and you see they're coming out beautiful, the parsley and the mushrooms. And I would probably add a little bit more wine to that. I just add a little bit at a time. Now, some of you may not have wine in your home. You could, I guess, use non-alcoholic wine if you had it, or a little bit of white grape juice or something like that. But honestly, the flavor is amazing with the white wine. And honestly, as far as I've heard, is that the alcohol really cooks out of that, out of the fruit, out of the vegetables. So what alternatives can you use for white wine? I just said like a non-alcoholic white wine, or that's it. How about grape juice, white grape juice? Maybe a little bit on the sweeter side. I guess you could even just saute it with just water, I guess, if you wanted to, but it wouldn't be as flavorful as this. So yeah, looking really good. I'm gonna saute them a little bit more, and we'll see how that does. Give me a few more minutes. So let's just check on these first, and they're still doing fantastic. Yeah, we're soon going to be adding definitely the veal to this, and you know, this is kind of fun. You know, you can hang out and cook with your family, and it's kind of a fun thing to do with everybody. And hi, James.
Hi. It's going to be yummy. I can smell it already.
Yeah, you were saying we were trying to figure out alternatives for the wine I don't know very many alternatives. I guess more butter, a little bit of water.
I suppose you could use like a vegetable stock if you wanted
Oh,
to.
that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Or a beefy type stock. Oh, a beef stock would be good too. Yeah, yeah. So that's a good idea. Anything else?
More wine?
More wine? He needs a haircut. What do you think?
Yeah, I got too much hair.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So I think I'm going to add the veal to this now. If you want to hang on to that, James, that would be great. So I'm going to add the veal to this, and we're going to add a little bit more wine as well. So I'm really excited. So this was our veal that we had, and nice and juicy. And we're going to add a little bit of the veal to the mushrooms now. Not a little bit, but I think I'm just gonna. I feel like I want to just dump it in there.
Yeah, put it all in.
I think I'm just gonna just grab it
idea.
and just be really aggressive with the meat. just speed it up a little bit. And we're gonna add a little bit more wine, and we're gonna add definitely all the juices. We don't want to lose one drop.
That's right, save it all.
For sure. And I'm gonna add a little bit more wine in here. So I used about a cup of wine in total, and definitely gonna start mixing this all up here. And then we're going to add a little bit more flour to this beautiful mixture. And what the flour does is makes almost like a little bit of a gravy type thing, which is really, really awesome. So I'm going to do that as well. And I get a little bit of extra flour here. And I'm just going to sprinkle a couple of spoonfuls. Whew, the wind just picked up and sprayed me in the face. And then we're going to just mix it all up again and just stir it all up like this so that the gravies and the sauces and everything can get in together. And it's pretty much done, guys. Just pretty much done. Just making sure all the flour is incorporated. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, and there you have it.
Oh, beautiful.
There you have it. There is your veal scallopini, everybody. Oh, it looks so delicious. We're gonna let James give it a try. Hang on, we're gonna get one little piece out here, honey. And you can give it a try there and tell us how it is.
All right.
Here it is. You want me to hold it up?
Nope.
I think I would have added a little bit of garlic. I didn't add garlic, but I think...
Delicious.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Veal scallopini alla Marisa. I want to do a shout out to all my cugini in Italia, in Calabria, in Roma. I love you. We think about you always. Thank you so much for watching my video. I had so much fun creating it. It's my turn. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Love you, everybody. Ciao.